I didn't know y'all was still that butthurt. Unbelievable. Yeah. Hey, baby girl, Slaughter, just give us a few minutes. Who else is up in here? How you doing? It's a little truck talk, if you. I don't know if I put it there, but a little something, just a little openness, just to have a little small discussion. I was looking at the expose and NHS thing in UK with a certain individual. I'm not saying it's fact or medical information or anything. I am just, let me turn this off. I'm just saying, look into it for yourself, because you know a system, if they want to kill you, an agenda, they're not going to tell you, and they're not going to allow you if they're controlling media and the dummies who partake in it. But it says where they were euthanizing patients to, I'm not saying it's a fact, they were euthanizing patients to trouble the COVID thing. Actually, I have a couple of friends who work as nurses in New York. One who quit her job. She had been a nurse for about 35 years. She was done. She says the machine they were forcing into people to make them breathe. Well, she said there were a few people, it was unnecessary. She said they were talking and fine. The next day she comes in and they hooked up on the machine, and they're wondering who at night, how did he end up, the individuals ended up on it. Well, more and more is coming out. So I would say just look into it. I'm not saying it's facts or anything. I'm just putting it out there in case you haven't seen it. Another thing. It seems to be that this government has been allowing cartel combatants into the country legally. I want you to look into that. I am not saying it's a problem or anything. I have no problem with immigrants coming here. We're the orthodox people of hell, the world. And I'm not here to sit there and argue with people of what's this, that, and the other. More and more pale skins are starting to realize this, because you know what? Their little truth is getting bruised. So now they're realizing who we actually are. A lot of Jews over the last 30, 40 years have been telling you who you are, and most people didn't even listen to it. You know what I mean? I'm over here at the laundromat. I had a whole bunch of blankets, big blankets to wash, and my machine, I'm not going to sit there washing one big blanket after another. When I can wash them all at one time for $10 instead of, $50, $20 electric bill. Seriously. Anywho, I'm not surprised by that. You've had the French Foreign Legion own certain places in South America. Nobody owns anything, but by the logistics of the mentality, you have combatants and fighters who are selected because they're sociopaths. I was just reading up on this one individual and his beautiful daughter, one of ours, and he might be Spanish or whatever, but he's still, to me, family. A Green Beret, ODA, who was murdered by 2 Navy SEALs and assisted by 2 Marines. It's nothing new. We're dealing with an insatiable beast of mentality, and an ego and an arrogance that, if you read some of Nietzsche, some of the books out there, you would think that it's a requirement. With us, it's unrequired. It is not a requirement. Trust me on that. You know what I'm saying? But this is just some of the things. I'm saying look into it. I am not here to bolster or put anything into a certain, you know what I mean? I'm just pointing these things out, So the other thing is, now you have this thing with Biden. As y'all know, more and more information is coming out. It's just incredible. These business deals, and the fact that the Chinese have biolabs in every state of the union. You dig what I'm saying? Every state of the fucking union. And they shut down a couple of police stations that were legal here as if they didn't know. And as I was saying, saying last month, remember I was saying, every time you take a hit of crack, smoke some meth, do a murder, they know who you are and where you're at. I have a friend 7 years ago, and I was breaking down some of the things on circuit TVs. This is another fact that we have almost well over 2 times more cameras and videos than China. I says, every time you buy that crack and your travels usually the same route, because y'all don't know to change anything. It's not like somebody's hunting you when they actually are. I said, and every time you tricking in that one place and you got that TV playing with the freak show, you know they're watching you. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you think. He been cleaning it for the 7. He lived in Canarsie, Brooklyn. He said he took a hit that night thinking about, and I said a lot of other things for an hour and 10 minutes we talked. Because he was trying to get $50 from me. I was like, nope. I'm giving you 10 and 20, and I don't like nickel and dime people. That means you got an issue. You would have said, you're red, I need 500. If I'd have had, I'd been like, well, what you doing, cuz? Can I get in on it? You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. He took a hit that night because I blessed him with $15. I said $15. He took a hit. He said that he gave the crack to the hoe. I hate calling any woman a hoe. It might have been a he, she. I don't know what he was sleeping with. I don't know. I know he's a dude, you know, so hoe could be anything. I don't like the term hoe, but you know, and some motherfuckers is hoes. He said up in there, he took that, he said he couldn't even carpet clean. What is that? Picking off the rug, right? And you know when they dipping their finger on the carpet, the funniest looking thing. Anyway, right? Ghosting, they call it that thing. He said he went and found Jesus, Muhammad, Mahatma Gandhi. I said, nigga, he started saying stuff, because this is some years later, when I didn't know where he was, I thought he was dead. He had went and got clean. He was not a veteran. This is a regular cat I know growing up. He said he found Yosemite Sam, Acme brand. He said he found any and every step. If it wasn't 12 step, he found 100 steps. And my boy Ted, he have us in Irish. Ted is his name. He said he found everything because he said that hit. He thought he was paranoid like Marvin Gaye. Sexual healing. He said shit. He said, man, Red, why'd you have to go and tell me all that? He said that he was in the bushes until his high went away. And then after that, he was in the bushes because he felt embarrassed and thought everybody saw him go in the bushes. I said, well, if you're in the bushes and everybody saw you, you might as well stand up. It's like the police coming on you saying, get your hands up. And you're like, you don't see me. The emperor with my invisible clothes. Like, come on, man. So he's been clean for about 8 years now. 8 years, I think. I was talking to my boy just now in the laundromat. I think it's 8 years because his cousin's having a hard time with those blues on meth or whatever. It really, really does a job, people. He just came back from Phoenix and stuff. And then I met somebody who been living in Phoenix with her grandparents for 2 years. Big old young girl. She had the little 2-week thing that monitors your glucose that they stick in your arm with the needle. So I thought that was pretty. Whenever I see stuff like that, I always want to ask her, what is that? You know, is that the glucose monitor? You know, with your phone app? Anyway, yeah, he's been clean for about 7.5, almost 8 years, just because I gave him the ins and out. Most alcohol. Any of y'all looking at some of the people that are testing the alcohol? Remember I was saying the alcohol is not what our ancestors made? This alcohol, by the smallest of nanites or nanotech technology or what is it called? Millionth of a nano or whatever it's called. It's so small. There are synthetics that they put in the alcohol. Now, some of these alcohol is not alcohol. It may be fermented, but it is manipulated in a way where that's why they call spirits. That's not what we call it. That is not what it was in origin. It was used for medicinal purposes. They, because of who they are, utilize it, and it's been weaponized. Look into it. I always say people won't look into something, they'll keep partaking of something and not really looking and wondering, though they believe themselves to be sensible, why there's some things they're dealing with irrational, and some people catch it and some people don't catch the fact that they're dealing with something irrational. I've got, excuse me, I have a lot of heirloom seeds. So the weather's changing, and surprisingly more with wind and that rain, so something's lurking. Not to give it energy, I say that. Yet I am ready to get gone, open house, and get to building, digging, living in a tent. I don't care if it's 2 winters around or if they start lasering everything. You better believe I won't be up on the top. Yet I am ready, and I believe that I may be, for your sake, 5 years too late. And that's how important it is for us to come together. Now, I see that people who come over here and watch, and they're on Facebook, and they watch me because they know I'm full of information. Don't ever take my information, and when I say we need to come together, and be an idiot and think that that means we're supposed to take in the bad. Like, some people get information and they want to build a platform as if they're some kind of leader or ruler. Excuse me, that is not who we are. We don't do that. So for the ladies over here and want to go, and it's not you, baby, go slaughter, it's somebody who doesn't speak in here and don't even respond to people when they, unless it's something negative. It's funny how a woman will have a post or a man will have a post and they'll share stuff as if they some fake ass millionaire rap star or something like that, where it's a fan page and they really don't even look at it. And everybody comments and they can't respond. I'll respond to everybody's comments. I used to get on my old Facebook account that the little agency took down. Well, they really wasn't paying attention to who I was. They just, you know, lethargic in their own little thinking of stupidity, not realizing that it may be not. It's not. I'm not there to be influential. I'm there to shake the tree a little bit, but not in a bad way. And not with caution. Don't have to. Everything that I speak about is something you can research. And they decide to make a post based off of what I say because they don't have nothing. Because they don't have nothing, they come over here and then they're gonna make a post, and I know automatically because I know the diaspora of the individuals. I study people. And you would think the persons would have a better inclination to be smarter and more intelligent than leveling themselves to such a low demeanor of consistency. So, yes, and somebody asked me about, when you said if you had a wife, if I had a wife that was a pale skin, what the fuck? And I don't believe in marriage at all. I did 2 religious marriages, and I knew I didn't put energy in them to fail. I was younger, but I also knew that once I realized the individuals, I knew it was a lot of crap that came with it, and I didn't further want that energy. I knew how to disembark because that energy robs you. So when I'm telling people you need to get up out of there, it's not for the benefit of me, it's for the benefit of you, all of you. You better learn that instead of putting on that, like you on a damn Titanic and it's going down and everything is peachy key because you love each other, my ass, and find the rose my foot. It's in your butthole. You better hop up off that mug and you better realize the reality of the situation is you up there, you Wile E. Coyote and what you call blowing each other up because you trying to catch the, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, I don't like when people do that. And now I'm not going to say a name unless they correct their shit. If I see it one more time, I'm a plaster, and some of y'all follow these people. I'm not here to do damage, but we're not going to have these people doing this. This is how you shape the narrative. This is how you stop the inconsistent. Because if they feel some kind of power, some fake power, they'll lash out and say something. And all I'll do is say, told you I read people, and not only not have you in my pocket, but my essence be no more than less than lint in yours, but rule you as if I govern your whole existence. See, that's the reality. And people don't want to accept that because they believe that they have to have all these degrees and da. No. Keep playing dangerous instead of ascending, being the sentient creatures that you are. Become omnipotent. Be as your creator implied and expected you to be. It doesn't matter who manipulated and changed and this versus that. And y'all better rise to the occasion. Y'all better. That's a warning. I'm tired of giving warnings to dumb people. Hard head don't make for a soft ass. It makes for a dead thing. Because you're not existing as you should. So therefore, you embody that which is the thing, not something. So it alludes to the fact that it's a dead thing. Want me to break that again? Want me to break that down for you again? Want me to break down? I'm over at the laundromat, y'all. I think my clothes might be about dry. She's looking at my... Oh, it's still going? 5 minutes? Okay, thank you. Five? Okay. So, my hairs, I'm letting them grow on my nose. They're the best filters in the world. I still trim them. Don't worry. I'm masculine, though. They should. I wish I had an afro out of each one of them. Well, they straight, but you know what I mean. And it needs to happen. So, I found documents. Now, I read them, too. I remember they were talking about Indians don't grow facial hair. No, that's certain Africans. No, the people of this land in Tartary and everything, Grand Tartary, as well as the Republic, Prussia, Europe, here, the wisest of old were known in written stories to have the grandest of beards. So, that's why I don't like debating and arguing with people. Like, why do you think the Native community doesn't argue with me? It's just people that don't know me. They respect me because I consider them my brothers and sisters, regardless of where. Now, I want to suggest something to you. I want you to look into this, especially. I'm gonna let my brother DJ know this because he really likes to read. So he does real good. And Lloyd, baby girl Slaughter, you like me, you like to read, so you might come across something. But some of these individuals I'm naming are really plutonic in the satiation of what I'm going to say. Let me roll this window up. Okay. I have different glass on here compared to what was on here. This is level 3 glass. Well, that's what they said. I think it's level 2. But anyway. This is the Earth. Let's say that this is our part in an Arctic Circle. Let's use the math. We're not the period of these maths, but let's confound them. Let's say that these are the other Earths, right? Or you can say a spinning ball and many other ones all over, with ships that can zip through wormholes, if that's what your perception is. Wouldn't it be beautiful if we all knew each other outside of this Earth, and all these Earths, we knew each other, and somebody conspired to conquer all, and it take a minute, the remnant of those, and bring them to one place, but the source was still nearby because they wanted to conquer the source and the creation. So all these are barren or have destroyed. That's why you have all the languages, the manipulation, the selection, the division, the chaos. And each time, this Earth had giants on it, dragons that were still here. Small remnants of our people were here, and they didn't manage too well. Then there was a reset, a destruction. I'm just saying. And then there were more people gathered from other places where they were nurtured, as in like hatcheries, incubators of civilization. But this, let's say this was ours. And we were closely related to the giants. Speculatory. I'm just putting this out there. Let's listen. And in all your endeavors, what you see is only a remnant of what was, because we know based upon the narrative Tartary, Grandopolis, that it came from somewhere. Did it come from the depths of our existence based on somewhere else? Or is everything just platonic to right here? I really would like to see some of y'all see what you can dig up. Or those who are starting to wake up and remember some things, let me please share. The podcast is set up. I haven't gone live because I'm waiting for Rondo and everybody to come up here. So that's the way I'm doing it. I would like for y'all to look at that. Let's just say, boom, 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 boom. Couple little spots, hatcheries. Brought them here to see what's possible, even after making them dormant, manipulating and changing things. Some things aren't meant to be spoken or mentioned on these platforms, nor with your phones in your pocket, nor in front of cameras or anything. There is a reason, because they know that you're waking up. They know, because of jealous ego and everything else, you're going to talk about everything that comes across you. So I'm just putting this out there. I'm not saying it's a fact. See what you find. You can come over here. You ain't got to like a goddamn thing. You can take your thumb and stick it up your ass. I appreciate the thumbs and the likes. It helps the channel to grow. But like I said, there's people that come over here and they hate themselves. I don't hate you. Let me know what you find out. Let me hit the thing. I got to hit this thing all the time to see the chat. Live chat. Why is it going to put top chat? That's the first people that come in here. Lord. Let me go all the way to the top. Oh, okay. My stuff is done, y'all. A little bit of comedy too, right? I got you, baby. Go. Appreciate it. And T. Hines, Grand Ascension. What's going on, Cincinnati? Nope, I haven't seen it. Yep, I agree with the cartel combatant things. Well, it's other people too. There's mercenaries, people who are paid who haven't warred, and people who probably we warred with. We left. We didn't leave, but the government, and they're a little pissed off, and they want to get some get back. I don't know. It could be a plethora of things going on. Who knows? Love the farmers market, some cool, but I feel that hate from liberal alphabet. Yes, isn't it weird? Delicious. What's going on, beloved? DJ, oh, what's good, man? I hope you look into that. If you heard what I said, 3:11. I don't even know what time. I gotta go ahead. My stuff is dry. Oh, she's putting in a little thing for me. Marcus, what's going on, beloved? Yes, we must be the Black Heart. You know what I'm saying? Kessu, small-minded, red. Yeah. Choices. Lloyd, beloved, was cracking, beloved. TRU, prosperity and health and light. Blessings. Who speaks does not know beyond the first. They go. Be easy. Don't shake them up too much there, bro. Don't shake them up too much. Yes, sir. Again, I would like for y'all to look into the last one. All the other ones you can look into. I don't know. I'm not saying anything's a fact. I'm just saying, look, based on news I'm hearing from veterans, and because I like to listen to veterans more than I do anybody else, and I like to listen to like-minded individuals. So it's usually veterans. I hear a lot of good things, not all, but they'll be asked a question by one of their children or somebody else. Then you know me, I have my own expose running around up in there. So the last one was mine. I would like for you to look into that and see what you find. Okay? What if? What if? Right now they're giving warm-ups. They're riding around with lasers. Boom, 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 boom. With the grand ships just lighting crap up. Just making sure everything's fine-tuned before the finale. You know how you do the fireworks and you get all the barges and the cannons and everything, and you light off a few to make sure each one is loaded perfect and they work. So you don't get a Lebanon, you dig, Beirut type thing. Ammonium nitrate stored with firework type stuff scenario. Anyway, yeah. So you had Orange, California, you had Maui, you had Ecuador, you have all these different places, Texas, and a few others that I can't mention. And every one of them's got a video of these lights hitting. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You would think it's Puff the Magic Dragon. See what you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. So if you find something, let me know. I got to get here and fold this stuff up. And like I said, we will read, and I'll see y'all. Appreciate any donations. I've been here for a minute. Like I said, I hold a whole bunch of these comforters to watch from the winter. And I'm watching every one of them. I filled the whole back up, y'all, with comforters. Yeah. But it wasn't nasty or nothing, but I just needed to be washed. I was just folding them up and setting them down in the basket. And they was just damn near touching the ceiling. I was like, I guess I need to wash those right about now. The 13 was the beginning of doom. Remember, there's no spoon. That missing ammunition nitrate seems not to be too important. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Or certain firearms and armor. I don't want to get into that. that's a whole nother, obviously. Hey, man, whatever they're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? But look at some things, Look at some things. See what you find. Don't go running your mouth all over the place and just alerting everybody. They don't give a damn as it is right now, right? They worried about the presidents and this, that, and other. They don't pay attention to nothing else. Everything's a conspiracy. So don't waste your time. The most important thing was the first thing. Ron always says, get about them cities and them suburbs. Doesn't mean it's the answer. But imagine what you could have done instead of being so freaking lazy, thinking that you have a castle. I'm gonna hit y'all a little bit. Appreciate y'all's number of love and respect as usual, and share it. And I appreciate everybody sharing. Lord, he been sharing all over. Facebook, well, I know a number of you. I've seen it. Big Dirt claims the feds wanted him to snitch on Larry. Okay, whatever. I just got a notification. I remember seeing a video of a police department unloading a truck full of UN pistols. Yeah, go figure. Like I said, just knowing who you are is just one part. Protecting who you are is another. And the majority of you aren't doing anything to take care of that part. See you all in a little bit.